of a problem with Restream.io. I noticed I actually had to switch servers here. Are you guys hearing me okay?
We're hearing you.
There we
Okay. What's going on here? Why am I not?
You're live right now. It's running
Okay.
pretty clear.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I'm not seeing my sending data. It's having problems sending stuff to Twitch. What in the hell? It's sending it
You've
to
got
you.
a perfect stream right now, so I mean,
Yeah, let's just go with it if it's streaming.
Okay, so you're able to see me on Twitch then?
Yeah, you're live. It's crystal clear.
Okay. All right.
That's cool.
That's cool. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. So it looks like there was some type of problem. Hardcore lag is cutting in and out on Twitch. Okay. My apologies to Brachiel there. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Brachiel. I do see that. I had to actually change my stream key and also change my or instead of doing like an auto detect of a server, I had to switch to the Restream.io server in Dallas. So my apologies, everybody. Actually, I'm glad that this happened. It just goes with that mantra of continuous experience, because you know what the deal is that we want to make sure that if we have any kind of problems, how do we immediately solve it? So my apologies for that. Don't know what the heck was going on, but of course I was the man for the job to be able to solve that problems. So with us right now, we have Junior and Senior, John Klinkle and John Klinkle. So how you guys doing? So I apologize about the problems there and all that.
But we're still doing good. How about you?
Well, to be honest, I have to say this is that frustrated right now, and quite honestly, as you know, if I behave badly, I get the bad behavior. So there you
How
go.
does that go?
Yeah, what that is for anybody that's actually interested, that's actually a sound clip that I actually was able to snag from Sierra's Hoyle Collection, I think the board game series, which was volume 3. So absolutely excellent and all that. So Brachiel, I'm doing something a little bit different, and then I have like my chatting up here so that I can see who's chatting with me on Twitch, even whenever we're not streaming it. But anyways, we're just going to go ahead and just this is just a very general topic of conversation here. And we are talking about League of Legends. Now, guys, I don't know a damn thing about League of Legends. Please explain.
Oh, Garen's back. And he's in his base.
You're the one that's got to explain League of Legends.
So
That's you.
Yeah. So basically, it looks like this is a older clip. He's the game just started, and what is this?
Well, tell us a little about the game itself.
Yeah,
you don't have to do a play-by-play.
Don't commentate on the play-by-play.
So,
this is just a video I snagged from YouTube, random video.
So League is basically it's a MOBA. It's a 5-on-5 race to take the enemy's base. You got your top lane, your mid lane, and your bottom lane, and you have your jungle. And usually there's one person in top, one in the middle, 2 people go bot lane, and 1 in the jungle. And the guy in the jungle, as you can see on that map, the 3 lanes, the guy in the jungle usually runs around and takes out all the monsters in the jungle, gains experience, and helps their teammates kill the enemies and monsters and push the base and win.
Okay. So I mean, I'm looking at this, and I'm sorry, I'm really speaking in very, very broad generalities and all that. So this is basically nothing more than like a kind of like a dungeon crawler or something like that. Is that basically what this is?
It's yeah, kind of like it's just it resets every game. Like your level, you start out at 1, the max level's 18. You kill minions. You try to get the most minion kills that you can get because you get money for every minion that you get, and you buy items, and you wanna build up like a great. Yeah.
Build up.
This is an older clip, so it's interesting. I'm sorry, it distracted me for a second.
That's
Stay on
okay.
focus.
So anyway, you want to build up your. Oh, there they are. The items are on the bottom left of your screen. You can hold up to 6 items, and you want to build like say, Infinity Edge. It gives your character 70 attack damage, 25% critical strike, and you can see on the bottom left as well. There's a picture of his face. So this is Garen. The top number represents his attack damage. The next one is ability power. The next one is attack speed, movement speed, armor, and magic resist.
So Brachial just let us know there. He goes, he wouldn't call it a dungeon crawler. He says that inventory is reset every game. Gold is made via objectives and minions. Items give stats and bonuses and all that. So I'm going to put this into like kind of terms that I understand, because remember, I'm an old mudder and all that. And that's,
Capture the flag.
yeah,
is that basically what it is? A capture the flag type thing?
Kind of.
like
You just capture their base. You kill their base.
so. Right
Which-
now, there's towers that defend each lane. There's 3 towers in each lane, and then the Nexus, which is the main part of your base, has 2 towers there. So right now, Garen's pushing the second tower, and as soon as they kill that, they're going to be in their base, and their team's going to want to defend it, or they're going to lose. Because you can see on the mini map, like the middle is pushing way up, the other lanes are kind of just at a standstill. So it's just a race to the base. Like,
Yeah, tell them about the turrets, the minions. Give an overview of the game.
so like, oh boy.
Well, hold on. Let's do this history and all that. History. What is the history of this game? When did it come out? When was it made available to the masses?
League of Legends came out in 2009 when I had just finished high school. I started season 3, which was 2012, and my friends and we all started then. And this game has developed into a whole new beast. It used to be like really bad graphics, really bad gameplay. Now it's way smooth, and as you can see, like the minions are walking straight. They're not walking like sideways or stuff like that. They had some issues way back when. But so that guy with the big axe, that's Nasus. He's one of my favorite characters. He goes around and he uses his quote unquote pimp cane to kill minions. And every time he kills a minion with it, he gets stacks. And each stack increases his total damage. Every kill he gets increases his damage. So
Okay.
it's yeah.
So Brachial we do appreciate the interactivity and all that. We really do appreciate this. He goes, he says something to the effect of Tower Defense, Warcraft Edition, League is a StarCraft mod, StarCraft was a Warcraft mod. So I'm guessing that, now granted, again, you're talking to a mudder here and all that. So to what Brachial said, I'm guessing it's like a mod of a mod of a mod or something like that. Like people are looking.
Basically,
Okay.
like, have you ever heard of Dota?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it
It's,
is. I've heard the name DOTA.
It's the same exact thing, only it's strictly Warcraft. So, I don't know too much about Dota. I just
So this has been out since 2009 then.
yes,
Oh, excellent.
it's gained a very big crowd.
And
Yeah,
still,
it's huge.
and still popular to this day, 11 years later.
It's
so
very yep.
A lot
that's
of competition, a lot of pro teams.
Brachial, he's just jumped in here. During the season 3 map change, they updated the game engine, but lots of the old codes and shortcuts still exist in the game. So that's really, really good, and that's really, really cool and all that, because that's something like for me, I kind of, you get used to an interface and all that, or you get used to like your workflow or your game, your gameplay, a certain way that you game and all that, and that's always nice that, you don't have to adjust too much and all that. You know what I mean? So really, 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 really
Yeah,
nice.
it's been really nice.
So the gameplay you're streaming or
Yeah.
playing, you could probably see, kind of get the idea of the game by watching that a little bit.
Oh, you see that circle around him, Rob?
Yes.
So that circle is his attack range. So his ability, his Q, is a auto attack.
Explain what Q is.
Oh yeah. Okay. So your abilities. Every champion has a QWER, aside from the newest release champion. Q is for Garen. Q is an enhanced auto attack that silences the enemy. His W gives himself a shield and it absorbs some damage. His E, like he's doing right now, he's spinning. It does damage over time, like a dot, like in the mud.
So these are just hotkeys that perform
Yep.
a specific action for each different hero. They have different actions.
Okay.
And then his R. Every champion aside from Udyr and Nidalee have an ultimate and Elise. His Garen's ultimate is like a execution. He does a tremendous amount of damage, and it's really helpful in a lot of team fights. As the game goes on, you want to basically team up with your teammates, and you want to have a big team fight. And
Now, is it player versus player and all? And
yes,
okay. So, but you can
Teams.
also work. You can also work cooperate. Okay, so teams still working cooperatively, and so almost kind of like. I mean, yeah. So just
It's 5v5.
okay. Excellent.
So, and that gets into, each, you have roles. So you're seeing that gameplay, and you can tell that there are 3 separate, let's say, main paths to the other base from where you start. The one on the top is called top lane. The one in the middle is called middle lane. And of course, the one on the bottom is bottom lane. And a lot of times you'll see a setup where one person goes top, one goes mid, two go bottom, and then you have somebody roaming the jungle, and they'll snipe people. I'm using the term snipe from the other lanes. They'll go in and try to kill them. So that's kind of the idea. And as you're doing this, there's defense turrets on both sides, and you want to take those turrets out, but you also are. I'll use the word farming. That's what the terminology is. You know what farming is. So you farm these little things that are coming out. They're called minions. You want to kill those. You want to get the final hit because you actually build up currency to buy items by doing that. So the other person is going to try to be farming as well, and you want to out farm them so you build up faster. And he could tell you a little more about that too, I think.
Okay.
yeah. So like, for example, the best farming method is to last hit minions. Wait till they're almost dead, then hit them. So then, like, your minions will do more damage to either the enemy or the enemy minions, and you're guaranteed the gold if you last hit them. Sorry. And like every pro player will say that CS is key to victory. Like, you have to get it. CS stands for creep score, and if you look at the video there, Ashe, she has 5 creep score right now.
Ashe is the archer.
Yeah, Ashe is an archer girl. Sorry.
Okay.
And she's a ranged champion who slows enemies, and so at the top right there, you see there's a time, the game time, how long it's been active.
Okay.
To the left of that is creep score. To the left of that is how many assists that the player has. One more left is their death count. Another one is how many kills they have, and then the team's total score to the left of that. So 0 versus 0. It's it looks like this is an ARAM game. And ARAM, it stands for all random, all middle.
Okay.
So this map is specifically set for just one lane. It's called the Howling Abyss, and teams just go right in and just go after each other.
Oh, well, I didn't see the map. I thought it was going to be regular gameplay.
So I think the Breakill here is using some jargon here. He said something to the effect of it's more a point of reference for gold, KDA.
Kill, death, assist.
Yeah. Kill, death, assist. Okay.
Yep. So it's your ratio basically. You know, how many kills, how many deaths, how many assists. So you could be like, I don't know, 7-2-6. So you'd have 7 kills, 2 assists, and 6 deaths. Or
So Jordy Moose Prime said something like, "You suck at League." So this is not my gameplay. I just
thanks, Jordy. I heard you're worse than I am. Or was he talking about you?
This is not my gameplay, man. Come on, I'm on Linux, dude. I don't even know if I can play League of Legends and all that. I can play a MUD. So that's how that goes. So we got 12 viewers right now. So everybody, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it that you all are watching and all.
14.
Yeah.
Feel free to drop some comments and maybe help the conversation along.
Absolutely. We're following it, and we can definitely, if we want to, we can stop watching this bad gameplay. You know, if it's that bad, we can actually go to this screen right here and really, really just pick up some comments and all that. So, yeah, for me, like, this is an interesting thing because, like, I'm always interested in finding out new games like League of Legends and all. Would it be something that I would be into and all that? So, at least I don't throw my sim turrets at my feet.
From Overwatch. When you first started playing Overwatch, when my dad started playing Overwatch, he played Symmetra, and one of her abilities throws a turret that shoots the enemies. Well, he would throw them at his feet. It wouldn't really do anything.
Yeah, well, I got a little better at it.
Yeah, he's a million times better than he was when he started. But
it's just like any game and all that stuff. So, you know, League is a game that, according to Breakill, League is a game that either takes time to get into or a natural knack for it. So, yeah, that's my deal. Is that for me, I'm actually kind of limited as far as what I can get into it, and it's because I'm a Linux user and all that. But I do play a little bit of CS:GO and all that. But
so, quick comment for all of the people watching. Feel free to follow, and we're going to have some. You know, this is a weekly podcast, and we're going to have a lot better content. We're going to be a lot more polished as we go. This was thrown together last minute. So we decided League of Legends would be a good topic. My son plays it a lot. He's actually pretty good at it. I've played it. I'm not as good at it, but I can kill noobs.
So that is right, John. That is actually right. So what you would, one thing I want to let everybody know is that we actually got some, new notifications up, so we were hoping at least one person would follow so that we could, you know, congratulate that person for following and whatnot, you know,
and we could see how cool it looks on live stream.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if there's not somebody that hasn't followed us yet, you know, we'd really like to, you know, like see if that actually works and all that, because all John and I have been doing is just doing like the test and Streamlab and all that. So, you know, yeah, but no, so, okay, back to League here. I'm going to go back because I can still follow the comments and all that. So going back to this game, you know, I mean, what I'm seeing, like, now I see, you know, you're working in a team, you're killing these monsters and all that, you know, what's that?
Oh, sorry. I looked up and saw Trundle was whacking Ash.
Oh, okay.
So he's not going to, okay, that's the other thing. So,
yeah. Sorry.
Some of the people watching might play League, but Rob is, if you tell him, you know, so-and-so is doing this to so-and-so, he'll have no idea what you're talking about. So like when you're talking about Garen, he doesn't know who Garen is. Or Ash, when you mentioned Ash, that's why I said Ash is the archer, because he knows what an archer is. So if he looks for a bow or an arrow, you know, he can find Ash. But, you know, Garen is the kind of bulky guy that has a sword. You know, he's blue, probably, I'm guessing. Or is he in a different, they have a different?
Yeah, he was the blue guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not watching the stream, so I don't even see what you're playing. But
right now I'm actually, John, I'm actually watching went back to the video and all that. So, you know, because I'm able to find this. So, Brachial saying 1 versus 1 would be good. Jordy Muse Prime said 1 versus 1 so people can see versus gameplay. Now granted, right now the video that I have playing and all that is just something that I was able to grab. I got it from YouTube, you know, and basically like modified it or whatever and Caden Live and all that so that I can have like continuous just gameplay while we're doing the stream and all that. So, that's kind of the deal with that. So literally it's just cycling over and over and over
The
again.
victory screen.
Yeah.
When you win, you get that beautiful victory screen.
Yeah, that's great.
But no, so this is actually, Jordy Muse Prime. Yeah, this is not a live game at all. This is somebody else's gameplay. I don't even know who. So I wish I could give them credit and all that, but I just had to find something that didn't have like a Twitch gamer, like in the bottom right or the bottom left or whatever, and stripped out the audio. Yes, I'm a pirate. I'm sorry.
Hey, you give me something.
What kind of pirate are you, Rob?
I know where that's going. We're not going to go there because we are a family friendly show. Okay.
Of course. I just wondered if you were a special type of pirate.
See, we're family and we're friendly, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a dangerous question there. No, well, I'm not going to answer that. Family friendly and all that. No.
Treasure Island.
Oh, we were really going to talk about this? What kind of pirates we are?
Well, no, we better not. That'll get way off
Because
base. But
quite honestly, I only know one type of pirate, and you know exactly what type of pirate I'm thinking about.
yes.
Jack Sparrow?
Oh boy.
You're not going to get it out of me, man.
Back to League of Legends. Let's talk about skills.
So hold on.
For
I
League.
want to get some more information here about this. So, okay, what company is responsible for it and all that? Like,
Riot Games.
Riot Games.
Yep.
Anything else that I would know about them?
They
What
just
else?
recently
They have-
tried to release a bunch of games on other platforms now.
Yeah. What else do they have though? Don't they have another big title? Now I gotta do some quick searching.
Yeah, Rito. Oh no.
Rito, Breakio will just let us know. Rito mobile release.
That one
Actually,
I don't know.
Is it Brachial or Brachial?
Oh, Brachial.
It's
Okay.
Brachial. Okay, Brachial. Okay. My
you can
apologies
call
if I'm butchering these names and all that. So Rito is what players call it. Okay. So it's Riot Games. They've made Rito. They've because we get mad at devs. Rito is what players call it because we get mad at dev. Yeah. Legends of Runeterra.
Yep.
So, Rob,
Yes.
at the start of every league match, you start out with 500 gold,
Okay.
and you start out, you want to buy, oh, dang it. You want to buy an item.
Hunting knife.
You usually start out, if you're a melee character, you start out with a Doran Blade. Like, if you use attack damage, I don't know if you can see it.
Hey, do this. Can you share your screen, Young John?
Yeah, I can.
Share your screen. We're going to do this. We're going to get experimental here. Yeah, that could go really so many bad ways. You know that?
Thought you were keeping it family friendly. No.
Trying to. Yeah, share your stream if you could.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
Excellent.
Yeah, there we go.
Excellent.
Nice.
So now we got this. So now we got Young John here, showing his screen here. So let me see if I can do toggle full screen there. There we go. That looks a little bit clean. So now we are. So you right now, Young John, you're actually playing. You're actually
Yes.
playing the game here,
I should
correct?
play Trendemir. Yes. And so this is Jordamus Prime, actually.
Did you say you're playing Trendy?
No, I'm playing Yi.
Oh.
So the
Okay.
object of the game is to try to get minions, but Jordy wants to fight me. And he actually wins it. So, okay, so every character, or everybody gets summoner abilities. I'm using Flash. It allows me to go within that blue circle,
Okay.
an instant blink, and he just jumps away. I have Ignite, the range is as big as a circle too, and it's like a dot. It does 70 true damage, so it does quite a bit of damage. He has 400 health right now. Oh, he probably killed me. So he's taking damage from minions. He's actually going to get me here.
Okay.
First blood. Look at that.
Yeah, I
Jordy
picked the wrong guy for this.
playing like a legend. Thought you said Jordy wasn't good.
Well, I picked Master Yi. The champion he's playing is called Set.
Didn't you say you could play
brawler.
Yi any lane? And
Yes, well, this champion is brand new and he's busted.
oh, okay.
They
So
throw
he
something
needs.
new into the game and it's busted.
Yeah, they're gonna have to nerf that.
Of course.
So they're just playing around one-on-one. But if they were actually in a 5v5, you could kind of see the real gameplay.
Oh no, I'm seeing it right now. And sorry, I'm kind of multitasking here. I think I have a justification now for having a getting a third
You see,
screen right now.
you see that plus 21 that he was getting there, and that plus 14, or you see those numbers there, the plus whatever.
Okay, yeah.
That's gold, and that's what you use to buy your gear. So when you buy an item, you're actually building towards a like a final item, like right there, what he's showing you. But those other items below it are what you have to get to build that item. So you can do it in tiers. You could save up a lot of gold and get one that's more expensive and skip over a tier if you like. But that's how you build that's how you put together your build. And different heroes have different recommended builds. Some people kind of experiment, but pretty much, I think maybe if you bear this out, maybe a lot of the top players kind of use similar builds.
Okay.
If only we could fast forward this a little bit.
Well, I think it'd be better if you showed a whole match, like a 5v5, so we could show him the lanes, and then you could, say what the role of each one is. That's doing.
Do you want to see that?
Well, that's kind of what we're talking about, right? League of Legends.
Give me just a second.
Sure, okay.
Oopsie.
Oh, it's like pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures. That's what we got
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. That's all my computer is. Just a bunch of pictures. It's
The
loading up right
pips.
now.
Speaking of Pip, do you know what a Pip Boy is?
Don't know. So hold on, we got something from Brachial here. Every level grants stats. Items augment those stats. Some abilities can also change stats. So, okay. So this, quite honestly, Brachial then goes Fallout. So quite honestly, this more and more and more, this is reminding me of like what I do or play in Zombie Mud, and that I go around killing things. Granted, I can play with or I can party with other players and all that stuff that are across the world, and have equipment parties, have experience parties, and all that. Basically, buy things to augment my character, to augment my stats, to make me play a lot better. I mean, really, in that game, it's all about playing efficiently. That's really the big thing, is just playing efficiently. It's not so much about who can take down the biggest monster. While that is fun, but it's about how much experience can you get in a, what is your experience rate per minute and all that. And heck, mine compared to like the other guys, it's like low, really, really, really low. So I get what's going on here. So anyways, okay, so you've got that up there.
So basically what you do is you play a text version of an MMORPG.
That's exactly what I do. Yep. That's exactly it.
For those that don't know what mudding is, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, just basically imagine World of Warcraft, but entirely in text, and it's great.
So
Pip
when
Boy
you're
is-
sorry.
Pip-Boy is Fallout.
Yep, that's right.
Oh.
and that's another game that we really should delve into at some point.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Has a lot of popularity.
Now, Junior, if I may ask, are you playing on the computer that I suggested you to get?
Are you talking about the Dell Precision 3500?
T3500? Yes, that is correct. Well, we can't see it right now. Hold on. Maybe I can. Can't see it right now because you're sharing your screen. So.
Oh, I can change it.
Yeah, I want to see that bad boy.
There he is.
Yeah.
There it is.
For those of you guys who don't know what that is an old workstation. That is an old workstation right there. If you want to like get into like some cheap gear that can really game really, really good, that is the gear to get, is a Dell Precision T3500 right there. Yeah, that thing is freaking awesome. If I'm not mistaken, you're running an Intel Xeon 6-core X5680. Is that correct?
Yep.
Do you have it maxed? Hold on. Do you have 2 of them?
I have 4.
He probably has more.
You have 4 of them? What the hell are you doing?
You got him turned on to this. So here's the thing. Tell him how much each of those cost.
Yeah, do that, Junior.
Yeah, they cost $300 to $350 a piece.
Hold on. Is that
And-
$300 to $350 for the for everything, or is that just $300 to $350 for like the case and motherboard? Like, is that $300 to $350? Is that how much you have into them?
That's how much I spent total for everything, for each one.
So that said, what all can they do versus what a computer would do that you went out and say bought it like Best Buy or something like that?
Well, one of these would blow the windows off the Best Buy computers.
and
no
how much
comparison.
are those?
Like 800, 900, 1200. Like,
Right. So there you go.
to put it in retrospect, like I was going to spend roughly $2,200 to build a custom one that this one does, like, amazingly.
And who's your buddy that hooked you up on not having to do that?
That'd be this guy.
That would be Rob.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're pointing the wrong way for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to say,
My bad, right?
no offense, John, but I would never go to you for computer advice, man.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing.
So yeah,
I can tell you
no,
what games to play on one.
yeah. So no, that's the thing is that for, let's just let the cat out of the bag here and all that. When you're looking at, and here I can even show you and all that, as far as like my system, I'm actually running a Dell T7500 workstation that basically, quite honestly, probably should have been thrown into a landfill and all that. But what the deal is that all these parts, like the chip, the X5680 chip, which is a 6-core Intel Xeon chip, if I'm not mistaken, it runs at 3.3 gigahertz, 3.33 gigahertz. Let's see how much those cost just for the chip that's running Junior's game there.
Well, you're looking that up. Tell everybody the age of these components.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mine,
2009 is when most of mine was made.
So, okay, so yours was 2009. The sticker that I
So-
have, mine was assembled in 2012. That was actually a long run. But here, take a look for the chips that are being used by Junior here to play in his awesome rig and all that. So go in here real quick, web page view. Hold on, let's find it.
And this goes along with the price. This stuff is 10 years old in some cases, so you're getting it for 10-year-old price, but you're competing with current systems.
Yeah. $42 on eBay. So you buy something like a Dell T3500, which is what Junior's actually working with. Hold on, let me get you over here, John, just to kind of get you positioned there. So Intel 5680 right here, $42, 3.33 gigahertz, 6 cores and all that. and that's for $42 for a chip. So no worry about overclocking it, because if you, I mean, I think in order to overclock these, I think you actually have to, if I'm not mistaken, in order to overclock it, you actually have to,
Oh, here we go. He's getting into a
okay, he's
game.
getting into a game. Okay. But in order to overclock it, I think you have to use software. But anyways, if we go like this right here, Dell T3500, just for the price of those. So you're looking at this best offer just to get like one for like the case and whatnot. This one, it looks like it's missing a CD, the CD drive and all that. So that's $42, which you can easily get another one about that. But you know, look at this, $80 right here, no hard disk.
I usually look for the ones, since I know I'm replacing pretty much everything in it. I look like that one, $29.99, where it's just the tower itself. Not
Yeah,
even
that's
the
a
hard
good.
drive.
That's a good price. So the thing is that there's no hard drive. It's got a Quadro in it. The chip is horrible and all that, but the thing is that yeah, it doesn't take anything to actually build your new thing and all that. I mean, that's the thing, is that literally right here, buy it now. This is the same thing that he was using. There's 7 available, $30. God, I'm almost half tempted to see if they ship. Yeah, do they ship? Might have to open up
$50.
yeah, $50, and then I put in an X5680. God, I guess I could get a Windows PC to game on. I don't know, man.
There you go. Then you could join us.
Yeah. Nah, I don't need to be doing that. My wife would get
Master
mad and all that. I need to stick to just making music, so that's what I need to do. So, anyways, we got this up. So, kind of go through some leak here.
So do you
this
see
is a
those? Do you see?
pamphlet.
Yeah, you see the things there where it says jungle, mid, support, top, bottom, next to each of those heroes there on the screen that were on the left.
So that's each lane, and you're assigned a certain role lane, and same thing. So I got
Well, except
assigned-
for bottom and support, they're the same.
yeah, they go in the same location. I got
Oh.
assigned top lane, and usually when you're top lane, you play like bruisers or tanks, and then your
Hey,
support character is usually
Jordan-
your healer.
Jordy Must Prime just asked, want me to toss up a stream link via Facebook? Yeah, I guess with regard to our stream, yeah, sure, whatever. It'd be fine. It'd be wonderful.
So who are you playing right now?
I'm Tryndamere. So Tryndamere is a really big, strong guy, and he does a lot of damage. He's one of my favorite characters.
I also see one of your other favorites on there too.
Yes, Teemo is in here. So, Rob, League of Legends has a character named Teemo. The
Yeah.
character on the top left. Everybody hates Teemo. He makes people rage,
Or loves Timo, depending on who
or
you
loves
are.
Teemo, but most of the community hates him because he's a little pain in the butt.
I don't think I see anybody I'd want to play
Okay,
on
so
this game. Maybe
usually
Trendy
you're-
out of all of those.
So usually your mid laner, our mid laner is Karlek. I don't know how to say that. She's playing LeBlanc. LeBlanc is a mage. And so you have your magic users. We have 2 of them. And we have 3 characters that use their weapons attack damage. And you want to have a good combination of them. Because if your team has like 5 attack damage, they just build all armor, they win. You have 5 mages, they build magic resist, they win. So, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword there with who you pick. Tryndamere is one of the characters that can do magic damage and attack damage.
Mhm.
Not as much, mostly attack damage. So this is an actual.
Now, I like Nasus a little bit, only because he just could get, almost infinitely powerful.
Yeah, because every time he kills something, he gets stronger and stronger. It's ridiculous. Oh, they want to.
I think
So
Zillion
at the
ended
start
up
of the
being my
game-
favorite.
Oh, they're invading. So when a team invades, they try to kill the jungler's monster, or they try to kill the enemy. So right now, you can see. Oh yeah. So the red names are the enemies, and blue are my
your team.
teammates.
Yep.
Oh, we got Timo.
So this is kind of a team fight, which
Usually doesn't happen necessarily, but
yeah. So at some point, if you can do a lane breakdown for us once you get out of this. Oh, you got that guy. Go get him.
no, I don't. He's
What? Ah,
It's somebody. Hey, look, it's Brachial. Brachial is playing Thresh. Thresh hooks things and pulls them to him. He's one of my favorite champions. So right here, this is mid lane. So they're controlling their waves, trying to get the last hit on the minions. So she's gonna poke him when she can, but she's gonna back out and then kill the minions.
so a lot of times your mid laner too is one of the better players on the team, right?
Yes. The mid laner usually is your best player.
Right.
Because when they kill the enemy, they can either go top or they can go bottom and help your team and push to win. Like, this is going to be an interesting thing here.
So then the top laners usually play solo as well in their lanes. Top and middle lanes are usually one person, and then the bottom lane is two. Not always, but usually.
This is why people hate Timo. So he blinds you. So when you're blind, you can't hit anything. And he's ranged. So
I hate Timo.
I'm dead. I'm not gonna die, but I can't really do anything. These guys come though. Actually.
So you're playing with Brachial and Jordy, who are also in the Twitch chat right now as well, right?
Yes. Yep, Brachial, Jordy, and Carlike. This person is a random. Brachial's gonna die.
Uh-oh. Well, maybe so not.
Good.
Look at that.
Good job, Brachial.
Brachial breaking it down.
This is interesting because this is a mage. Usually mages only go mid lane, but that player is playing a mage as a bot laner.
So is there any kind of adjustments that happen? So like in my game that I play, like every now and then, and I'm kind of pissed. Granted, it is what it is, or at least I think that this happened. It could be the fact that I may need to do something different. Do the developers of this game, do they every now and then rebalance the game? Like if they see that?
Oh yeah. There's a patch once a week, and they make minor changes, adjustments, etc.
So like if somebody finds like that piece of code or a particular like way of doing things or whatever, they instantly close that up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's immediately fixed and sometimes people get in trouble for abusing something if it's severe. Like, for example, there was a glitch where two champion interactions sent a player 10 miles into the air, pretty much out of the game, so they couldn't play. And it was a 4v5. It was completely unfair. Oh, Jordy. Oh, this is going to be good.
So as you're playing, you can kind of keep an eye on what the other team are using for builds, and you can adjust your build to counter their build. So that's kind of an interesting thing too. You know, it's kind of almost like a chess game in a way.
Actually, that's a really good way to put it. This is like a chess game. You just patiently wait and farm, and you just constant farming.
Of course, sometimes if you get a game where one team knows they're way better than the other team, they might just kind of end it and just go through the turrets and get to the other side quick. Oh, you're toast.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's new.
I've been seeing a few things that are new to me, but I haven't played in a long time.
They just added that.
What was it? I didn't see it.
So at the bottom, it said takedowns, who killed me, what their mastery level is, what their KDA is. That was just added today.
Well, that's interesting.
So they do like the minor things like once a week. They're always changing something. Normally,
So,
changing them.
so other than one little game that I played last year, just to see if I still could, I haven't really played for 3.
Oh,
So-
thank you all.
In the span of, let's say, 3 years, how many changes have there been? I mean, what would you say, like somebody that hasn't played in a long time and they were going to come back and play, would this be like almost a whole, I mean, obviously it's the same game, but would that be a whole different
It's
feel?
pretty different. There are several items that change the game quite a bit, and I'm going to be building one.
And there's some new heroes as well.
Yes, and they're a pain.
So you see that he's standing under that turret there?
Yes.
That-
That's my protection.
Right. Now, if he were to go to the next turret, assuming I'm know where you're at, that will be the other team's turret. And if he goes close enough, it'll start shooting him.
I'm trying to get Timo to walk into my tower. There, see? So
See
if
how
you damage an enemy champion under their tower, the tower attacks you. And it does a significant amount of damage. Timo
So are
is not
you-
fun.
Are you going to be able to outplay him or no?
No. I'm too far behind right now.
Unless
So
you get
something.
maxed out. If you get maxed out, you think you can outplay him?
Oh, when I get maxed out, there's going to be some crazy things that happen because I'm going to pretty much kill their whole team by myself. This champion is busted. So this item I just got is a Tiamat. It's for melee users. It's probably the best item in the game. It allows me to attack everything near me instead of just one minion. I can
Right.
hit everything.
So it's
And
kind of like
give
an
me extra.
AE
Yes.
attack.
So now I've got a little circle around me. Good job, Brachial. So Trinomir, remember I was talking about ultimates earlier?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oops. So Trinomir's ultimate, when he's almost dead, he gets 5 seconds of immortality.
Okay.
So right now Timo's scared because he knows I have my ultimate. Uh-oh. All right, this is going to be fun.
They're gonna.
Oh, he didn't. I was going to. All right, so I'm going to try to take advantage of my ultimate.
Pretended. There it is. You got it.
And I live. So the tower was shooting me, he was shooting me, but I take 0 damage. I love that ultimate. It comes back in 100 seconds. So that's where
You want to be
like,
careful
skill-
about when you use it.
Yes. It can make or break games
I see.
because as the game goes on and the stronger my character gets, it gets pretty bad for the enemy team. They want for them to win with their team, who they have to win early. If it gets later in the game, I get super strong. Jordan Miss Prime gets super strong.
So how's it looking right now as far as that goes?
Right now the score is 3-9. We have 9 kills. We're about to get a tower.
So they're not getting that early game.
No, and they're not going to get late game either.
Yeah,
We
looks
pretty
like,
much have this in the bag.
looks like you're playing a weak team. So you've got different things in the jungle there that you can kill.
Yeah, so there's the Krugs. I'll go say hi to them. I won't go say hi to them. They're little rock creatures. When you kill the big one, it turns into little ones. And this is how junglers make money. They kill jungle camps. Probably shouldn't have done that, though.
Unless you steal them.
I like that. Nice, Brachio. So you got to be like aware when you're playing League. Obviously, when you first start, you won't be able to, but you got to be like aware of where people are, like your teammates, where the enemies are. For example, there's 3 of them down here. She's going in.
So how many people? Like, what's the What's the gamer population for League of Legends?
How many
if I may-
people play?
Yeah.
Millions.
Yeah, that's might be a little higher than that. This game is huge. Like,
Crazy.
so this is looking really good for us.
Yeah, this is one of the most popular games out there. You know, it's one of those big ones. You know, there's Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
I play that.
I'm about
Which
to get
you've played, right?
Teemo's
Yep.
hiding in the bush.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is huge. Fortnite, of course, is huge. I didn't realize that StarCraft had as big a following as it does. StarCraft 2, and like he mentioned Dota earlier. There's just tons of them out there. You know, you even got Apex Legends has a following, even apparently. But yeah, there's a lot of games that just tons of people play. Overwatch, that's another big one.
Oh, so one thing they added since you've played is tower plating. Every little block in the first tower rewards you 120 gold when you do enough damage to do it, to take it out. Brachio, I need you, man. Brachio! Oh, he didn't say
Uh-oh. I don't know if you can get it. Oh,
Oh, he sacrificed for me. What a
Wow.
valiant soldier.
So
Think I
Brachial, so the Brachial that was like chatting with us, that he's playing this game right now, right?
yep.
Yes.
He and Jordy
He just-
both.
Oh, okay.
He just died for me. What a nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy. Well, I mean, that's kind of like in CS:GO and all that stuff. Sometimes, like, you got to play yourself as like a pawn and all that, so that you lead. Get like a machine gun or whatever that can go and like spray pretty fast and all that, and at least damage your opponent so that your guys behind you can come in and clean up and all that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
That's huge in League. I'm surprised.
That's if you want your team to win, but most people want the glory and they want to be the ace. So I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah, that's another issue you got on here too. A lot.
Hot shots
know.
and all that are trying to.
You might be having another bandwidth issue there, Rob.
I think I did, but I think it's resolved itself.
Yep, you sound better now. So yeah, you've got guys that'll come in and they'll think they're the best player on the team, so they'll play that way, and that doesn't always do well for your team
Oh,
because it's a team game.
No,
so
absolutely.
we just towered over the Teemo, but I got destroyed.
Well, but that was
There's a nice little, no, really nice. So, you almost done, Junior? Or
So right now the game's at 14 minutes. It should go until 20 and it's over. It might be sooner than that though because we're destroying them.
okay, cool. No, absolutely.
and it seemed that's an interesting point that you just made. So about 20 minutes, right?
Oh, Brachio.
So if you play a game of Fortnite and you actually, let's say, win, you're looking at about 20 minutes. So that's an interesting correlation there.
Well, the reason I said 20 minutes is because the enemy team is more than likely going to surrender because they will know they won't win. The score is 9-18 right now, and we're just going to keep getting way higher.
Yeah, like you could take that turret right now, probably.
Oh, they got the tower first. So you get bonus gold when you kill the enemy tower. It's spread amongst your team. 150 gold, which is quite a bit. Oh, dang it.
Oh. Almost got
I tell
it.
you something, but
Well,
got
show
it
it to us. There you go. And there's the end of a turret.
yep. So that thing that came across the screen that hit me, that was a champion Ezreal's ultimate. Oh, and I should probably help my team. She's fighting 2 people by herself. Guess I won't have to do it. She will. Okay.
I like to use lifesteal items. I don't know if you stock up much on those.
You know, it's funny. I actually stopped doing that with the release of some of the new items. For example, one of the best items in the game for any melee is the Sanguine Blade. Reason being, it gives flat attack damage. It gives 15% lifesteal.
Mhm.
And when you're near one enemy, depending on your level, you get bonus attack speed. Which
Okay, so you are
huge.
using lifesteal.
Only when I build that item. But I'm not gonna this game. It's not Rob, another thing about this game is the stuff that you build is very dependent on like what the enemy team has, who's their strongest character. Like, for example, the Swain, he's a mage, so to counter him, I would build magic resist instead of normally I'd build like all damage. If he starts killing everybody, I build magic resist, then I kill him.
So I didn't really look close enough,
Oh.
but does their best player only have like a
3 kills.
500 record, like 3 kills, 3 deaths?
Yes. 1. Oh, this is gonna be good. So their whole team is right here, and
And you're dead.
sorry. Whoops.
Hey, that was good. Good job.
Yeah.
What break you'll think of that?
Hey, it said that,
Brachial, do you like that?
Brachial followed, I think, not too long ago. So, Brachial, I want to give a shout out to you, man, because I know that it shows here that you followed and all that, but it looks like the notification did not work. So that makes me mad.
Oh, really?
Wait, did
Yeah.
he follow today? I thought he followed a while ago.
Well, I wonder if it does something like with a refollow or something like that. So, you know.
Hmm.
Hold on one second.
Has anybody followed? Again, I'm not watching the stream, so I don't know.
Hold on one second. Let me see something here real quick. I'm going to see if...
Or are you
You
using
there?
a different page that we didn't format for follows?
Oh.
Yeah.
I already know
Rob?
why. Yeah, sorry about that. I already know why the stream dropped there. For whatever reason, my phone reconnected again and all that. So hold on one second, y'all.
Yeah, that's
Excellent.
crazy. The phone pulls that much bandwidth.
Oh, no, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it will. People don't realize how much bandwidth a phone will pull.
That's crazy with a capital K.
Actually, now
Yeah,
that I'm
this is
thinking...
gonna be over pretty quick.
You know, it would be a good episode one of these days, Rob.
What's that?
Goofball gamers.
Goofball gamers?
Oh yeah, you guys are just goofy as heck playing.
Oh,
Yeah, Brachial just said he followed some time back, tried to make it work. Problem didn't work for refollow. Well, thanks a lot for following us, anyways. We really appreciate that. Really, really, really do. So.
Oh, wow. So Brachial just predicted the enemy movement right there.
Wow.
He hooked him as he jumped forward. that was pretty good, Brachial. Unfortunately, I had to get away.
So we have a good topic planned for next week. Next week, we're actually going to do the topic we had originally planned this week, which is favorite game and best game ever made,
That's
which
gonna be interesting.
might be different for different people, or some people, they'll have the same for both. We're going to have a guest next week, Josh Auslander. I was just on his show last night.
Yep.
So that's a really cool show too. And actually, we should have a link for that. We'll have to do that next week for sure, and give him a little promo too.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Junior, are you almost finished with this game then? The reason why is because
Yes.
like to probably wrap this up and all that. And again, everybody that's out there, I want to apologize for the early technical difficulties. I don't know what the heck was going on with Restream.io and all that, but was able to resolve that once I figured out what it was. So my apologies about that. Really do apologize about that. But anyways, trying to think of what else here.
Oh, Timo just exploded.
So where are you at? What's your progression now?
Right now we're into the team fight stages, and I gotta get through the ABC.
Have you taken any inhibitors yet?
Almost. So our
So-
team spread out in that team fight, and we actually just lost the team fight because of it.
So explain the turrets versus inhibitors. You know what? Give a
So
little.
okay, so you have your outer turret, which is the first one. You have your inner turret, the second one. Then you have a inhib turret, and the little inhibitor is right here hidden behind the turret. If you
And
take
then-
down the enemy inhibitor, your minions get 50% stronger. I think. It's
And once
50.
you get through those,
Then you get to the Nexus towers. You kill these and you kill this, the Nexus,
That's-
you win.
that's game. So that's your goal, is to take out the Nexus. So it's kind of
Alright.
like capture the flag, with the Nexus being the flag.
And right now, we're about to take 2 of the mid towers. We've taken a bot tower. Looks like Brachial's setting up to take the top tower.
Yeah, so they've set it up to where they're ready to just kind of push this to the end.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, hopefully we've had some new people watching and seeing what this particular day was about. We'll have different topics every week, of course. We might touch on multiple topics on one particular night, but in general, this is gaming in general.
Yeah, gaming in general.
Old, new, and everything in between.
They're still going. So they're still going. They're not going to
You're about to
surrender
see
at
a
all.
victory screen here pretty soon. That's a shock.
Well,
Our
they're
mages,
probably not smart enough to realize you can just knock this one right out, right?
Nope.
Oh, is that Timo after you? Yeah,
Gosh.
you might want to do something about that.
Okay, so this guy is actually pretty good. I'm gonna look him up real quick.
What's his KDA?
He's keeping up with Hannah, and she's a really good player.
I think I'm having
So-
some stream problems, you guys.
Yeah, sounds like it. We can cut this short, and we could always maybe at some point, if you ever get a chance to to play a little league yourself, one of these months or whatever, we could always come back and you could say, hey, this is what I think of it.
Right.
But outside of that, yeah, we'll have to probably wrap it up here.
You know
pretty
what?
soon.
They're actually gonna win.
They are. After all that,
So, something I didn't take account of is Tarek. When he ults, just like
Jeez.
my guy, he gives his whole team immortality. I completely forgot about that.
yeah, you're gonna have to really do something hard here to pull this out.
There it is, right there.
Oh.
I can't. Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. All right, well, we got to see a little
I
League
guess
of,
I was called that.
yeah. So we got to see a little League of Legends gameplay and fake Nostradamus, and outside of that, hopefully, if anybody has any comments, requests for topics, anything they'd like to talk about, any questions they'd like to ask us, I know Rob will put up some contact info, or you can also comment on the stream, or we'll see it. Anything else you'd like to add? Either one of you, Rob, John?
So I'll go back to the slide deck real quick. We're gonna actually get into let's see here, slide deck here. So, anyways, yeah, don't forget, you can follow us at Twitter or on Twitter at Gaming Feats. Our Twitch, of course, you're tuning into that right now. It is Gaming Feats. That is what our
Twitch.tv/gaming feeds.
yeah, Twitch.tv
On
/gaming
YouTube,
feeds.
we're the Gaming Feats Experience, because Gaming Feats was taken by someone who has one video posted, and that's kind of annoying.
Really?
And-
Yeah.
It happens, you know. Facebook, you can follow us at the
At some
Facebook
point,
group.
and if
at
we
the-
get our website up, we have gamingfeats.com. That's something we'd have to put together.
yeah,
But outside of that, we're trying to be all over social media. We might branch out onto some other streaming platforms at some point, hopefully all simultaneous. And that's what we're working on.
yep, absolutely. And my apologies, I don't know what's happening in the latter part of the stream and whatnot. It's dropping here like really, really crazy and all that. So don't know what's
Yeah.
causing that. But
Yeah.
I
Okay.
almost wonder if my connection's interfering with it at all.
Yeah, but I'm even when he's having problems, I'm
It's
still
probably on
solid
my-
with you.
probably on my end, I probably need to do like a router reset and all that and find out what's going on.
It's that Indiana internet.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Anyways, everybody,
he froze.
thank you
Look
for
at that,
joining
he's
with
gone.
us. What am I gone?
Indiana internet.
I guess I am. I guess I am gone. So, anyways, I'm gonna go
Rob
ahead and
might have
stop.
to move to Michigan just to get some internet.
Yeah.
I know, right? Look at how he looks.
I know.